Everyone, thank you for tuning back into my channel. My name is Teresa Taylor, and today we are here with the lovely KK, Kedrick, KK as you would call him. He's here to share a powerful story and experience that he went through throughout his journey, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, look, my name Kedrick, everybody known as KK.
How did you even get that name?
Man, my mom somehow,
I meant
I
to
don't
ask you
know.
that.
I don't know how they got that, because my name KC, my initials is KC. I don't know how they got KK, but it fit me.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it.
What else about you?
I grew up in Seattle. I was born in New Orleans, raised in the CD. But yeah, so.
How many, do you have siblings? Like,
Yeah, I got 8 siblings, including myself though. Including myself though.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm like the middle child.
And that means you have how many like nephews and stuff?
I got like 20.
You can't even talk about. I don't know.
I got like 20 something. You know.
Dead.
But yeah.
All right, so why don't you go ahead and tell us about that day? They don't know what that day is yet, but why don't you go ahead and tell us about that day, like how it started, and you know what happened.
Man, that day changed my life on everything that I do to this day now. Like we was moving. We was supposed to, me and my family, me, my mom, and my little brother and sisters, we was moving from Berrien, West Seattle to Tukwila or something like that.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 26 now.
How old was you then?
18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was 18 when during that incident. We was moving. And then my mom was like, do you guys want to do a hotel or stay at my sister's house? You know, we all young. We was like, let's stay at my sister's house. We could smoke, drink, and, you know.
What sister?
My sister, Tamika.
She like, no, I'm saying like, is she like the middle, the
oldest?
oldest?
No, that's my older sister.
She had her own place though,
yeah? Yeah, she had her own place, yeah.
Cool.
You know, we was there. I pulled up, you know, and I seen this little female, so I tried to like, you know, stun a little bit.
Of course you
feel
did.
me? And then when I seen her, I tried to talk to her before, but she didn't really want to give me no play like that, you know. But then when she seen me driving and all the shit, she was like, okay, it's good.
Oh, wow, I'm
right?
dead.
You know how they are.
All right.
And then, you know, I bounced out. I told my brother to park the car. I just hopped out while the car was going. I'm like, bro, park the car. You know, I pushed that. And then, you know, I started talking to her. Well, I was talking to her for a few hours and shit. And then, you know.
All right. Skip on ahead now.
Right. And then, I wound up going into the house. I seen my partner. I mean, he ain't my partner. Mom would fuck with dog, but you know, he was passing around a gun. You know, and I'm like, "What is you doing?" You know, this.
Who was on the living room, or was you in the living room?
Yeah, who them?
You guys. When you guys were, where were you?
I was at the female's house at first,
okay.
You know, and then I was pushed up at the house, and then when I came in, the gun was being passed around. I'm like, "Bro, what is you doing?" You know. And then as I takes it from him, it goes off, bam, and it hits my cousin in the chest. And at that point, you know, everybody had spent the night at the house, so everybody's waking up from the gunshots, screaming, kids, you know, mom, like, you know, everybody's like, what's going on?
I can only imagine.
So at that point, you know, my head's spinning. I don't know what to do, you know. And then,
so you guys were in the living room, and y'all just being bros, whatever. You guys, somebody start passing around the gun. How did it even get to the point where it got let off?
I don't know to that point how it got let off, because I never touched the trigger. But as anybody know about guns, high points is low quality guns. You can shake them, you can do anything. They're going to go off, they're going to discharge, all that. So that's basically what happened. It discharged and wound up hitting my cousin. As I panicked, didn't know what to do, I just hopped in my car and I left, you know. So it made the situation look worse than it was. So yeah.
Well, like, how did everybody like react? Like, I know you guys were probably just sitting there, like, I know for a fact you were sitting there in disbelief, like, yo, what the fuck, like, you know, like, and then he's probably just laying there, like, you know, how did that make you feel in that moment?
It made me feel like, you know, like, I don't know, that was my dog. So my feeling towards it was probably different from anybody else's. You know, everybody else is just shocked. I'm like, you know, like, it's me who did it. You know, I took my cousin's blessings away. Like, you know, he ain't gonna never have a kid. He ain't gonna never have a chance to drive his favorite car. Like, you know, I took that away from him. So it's a different feeling for me, and it's every day. Like, some people might think about it once a week, once a month. Mine is every day I wake up.
Ain't nobody walking in your shoes, so I mean, you know, I can only imagine. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then as I leave, I wound up hopping in my car and I wound up leaving. everybody's calling my phone, like all the family. I'm denying all phone calls. You know, I don't know how to take it. You know, and then one of my other partners wound up calling me. You know, and I knew I was supposed to answer that phone call. You know, even though I was supposed to answer like mom's calls and all that, but I knew he was gonna tell me exactly what to do. You know, and then after I talked to him, he was like, "Bro, you should turn yourself in. You know, don't run. You're gonna make it look worse." So at that time,
what did you think when he said that? I know your mind was just racing. Like, I could just imagine. Like,
I mean, like my mom, them, I don't know, they made me panic more, you know, because they still screaming and everybody, you know, I couldn't really talk to nobody. So when I talked to him, it just made me have a clear head on what to do, you know. So
that's good. You had somebody like that in your corner.
Yeah. So I just he like call a lawyer, and you know how your lawyer turn yourself in, you know. So I went that route, and as I had my lawyer turn myself in. And then, yeah, that's how my that journey had started on my life.
You just went to go how long was it before you turned yourself in?
That happened probably like 12 o'clock at night. I turned myself in like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Damn, that wasn't long at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. And then yeah, that's what happened.
Yo, that's so crazy. Like, when you sit here and tell that, I'm so thankful that you can even talk about it, you know? Like, because how long did you have to serve in jail?
I did 81 months. I did a
little
over
who
6
don't know
years.
That,
a little bit over 6 years, like 6.5 years, you know?
So, what did you feel like when you were about to be incarcerated? Like, when you were in front of the judge, like, were you thinking, like, damn, I don't know how much time I'm gonna get? Like, I know your lawyer went over that with you or whatever, but when you were in front of the judge, like, they always get the final say. So were you thinking you were gonna get more time, or what did you think?
I pled for 10.5 years. You know, I pled guilty for 10.5 years, but I wound up getting an exceptional sentence down due to the support that I had showing up. You know, I had basketball coaches, I had teachers, I had family, so it was a little different for me. And honestly, I knew I was going to get some time because I just had got released from a gun charge like 2 weeks before that. You know, I was already fighting a gun charge. And then I got hit with another gun charge and a manslaughter, you know. So I already knew I was going to do some time, but, you know. And then, like, being incarcerated, it was different. You know, I'm young. I'm 18.
Right.
Like, I'm not, you know, I'm used to
was
juvenile.
That your first? Oh, you was in juvenile. I was going to say that's your first time in jail.
No, that was my first time in the county. You know, but juvenile, I'm like, okay, it's nothing. I know everybody in here. These are all kids. You know, going there, you see older niggas, like, you know, like, but all that shit was different for me. I had to, like, adapt to that shit because I basically grew up in there. I spent from 18 to 24, you know? So,
and you know, men kind of mature slower than women, I would say. So, like, when you was 18, you're in there, like, literally mentally young and just, you're young, you know? So I'm trying to see, like, what was it like in there? Like, what did you think about, like, you know, like, what were you thinking about, just about the whole situation? I'm pretty sure when you first got in there, like, was it like, damn, I'm really in jail for, like, I feel so guilty. Like, I'm just imagining you felt, like, the pressure on you.
Right, for sure. Like, I definitely felt guilty of everything. Like, you know, I knew it was my fault. I knew what I had to do. But that gave me that push. Like, you know, you got to handle your business. You got to pay your dues on that, you know? So, it ain't no running from that, you know?
Takes a lot. Who put that into your head? Did you pray? Did you talk to God? Did you have somebody, an older homie talking to you, your family members, you know?
Nah, like with me, I'm an overthinker, you know? I know when I'm wrong. I know when I got to check myself.
Even young?
Yeah, I definitely know when I got to check myself. You know, my mom was hard on me, you know, because I was around hella females. So any little fuck shit, she was on it. Like, you know, we're not about to do all that.
Period.
You know, yeah. And then being in there, it was...
What did you learn? Like, throughout you was in there for a whole 6 years. Like, what happened in there? Like, from the 18-year-old you to now?
It's respect. You got to respect somebody's personal space. You got to respect somebody's thoughts on how they come in on shit. Like, you know, that was the main thing that I learned in there was respect. You know, because disrespect could escalate to something big. It could get all the blacks involved. And, you know, you could get other people involved by the disrespectful shit you do. You know, the disrespectful shit you do. It's like, yeah, that's on that.
That's what's up. So how did you feel immediately after the situation happened? Like, immediately after that happened versus how you feel about it now?
Right after it happened, I'm like, man, you know, I ain't probably going to never have another chance at life. and I ain't really have a chance at life already. You know, doing the shit that I was doing.
What
That
was you
wasn't. I was
not in detail or nothing.
I was just trying to come up. I was just trying to come up. You know,
as a lot of people are.
Yeah, I was just trying to come up, but that just shook my game. But it's unfortunate that it had to happen like that. But you know, it woke me up for sure. Like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people couldn't be in your shoes. So like from then, you know, coming from like being a hood rat on the streets or whatever versus like now, what do you do now? Like, how do you feel about it now? How do you walk in life with that now?
I mean, everybody don't get no second chance. Like, you know, I done lost homies that, you know, from little shit. Like, I wish they had a second chance. Like, you know, now that I got that, you know, you gotta certain shit you gotta take for granted. You know, you have to, you know, because you ain't gonna get no another opportunity or nothing like that. So when it first happened, that's what I was thinking. Like, I ain't gonna get no another chance at life. You know, I ain't gonna be around family. I ain't gonna watch my nieces and nephews grow up. Like, I just had to watch everybody grow up through like pictures. You know, I wasn't around when my nephew rode his bike for the first time.
You did 7 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, 6. 6 and a half. You know, yeah.
So yeah, you kind of missed a lot a little bit.
For sure, I definitely missed a lot. Like, I went to jail with like maybe like 6, 7 nephews, nieces, and nephews. I ain't have no nieces. No, I ain't have no nieces. I came home like 20-something. They were doing their thing. They was definitely doing their thing.
Okay, no, that's what's up. Okay, but like, what? Like, how do you walk in life now? Like,
now,
what do you
do? I'm a delivery driver.
Okay,
you know?
my nigga got a 9 to 5.
Right, I definitely have to take a different route.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I said, you ain't gonna get no second chance. Everybody don't get no second chances, and if you do, you gotta take it for granted. You gotta push after that. Like, yeah.
So what do you like? How do you feel like your cousin feels? Like, granted, he's in heaven. How do you feel like he's looking at you? Like, do you think he's proud? Like, what do you? How do you feel about that?
He's definitely proud as far as the job. You know, me trying something different. But then again, there's temptations that always pop up. You know, it's harder than it looks. You know, getting out and you see everybody like on social media. You know, he might show 30 bands, 40 bands. You know, and you coming home broke. You know, and you're like, damn, that's a hit. You know, I could get him out of there. You know, but it's just like you gotta stay focused. And I know I'm not just living my life no more. I'm living his too. You know, he ain't gonna do no fuck shit like that. You know.
That's so powerful.
So I just gotta keep pushing. Some gonna pull through for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Like, what do you plan on doing for your future, and like, what do you plan to accomplish?
I definitely wanna. My biggest goal to own my own shoe store. You know, I definitely wanna do that. But right now, I'm wanting to start my own clothing line.
Don't tell them what it is now.
I'm not gonna let them know what it is. You know, I'm not gonna let them know what it is. But right now I'm just building my resources. I want like resources from everywhere, like from a different state. You know, their style's different out there, so you want to hear their input. You know, so I'm just gathering my resources right now on that.
Smart. So not giving away like what you want your brand to be, but would you say it has? Where did it come from? Like, where did the idea come from?
It just came from my experience and other people's experience. I know, like, I've been through some stuff that, you know, you've been through. You know, you can relate to it. Similarities to everybody's story if you can find it, or if they speak out on it. A lot of people don't speak out on it,
Very
but
true.
You experience the same shit. Yeah.
So you think it has to do with your experience with your cousin, right?
Right, yeah.
That's what's up. He's going to be very proud of that.
For sure.
He's definitely going to be proud.
Look
at the smile. Aw, that's what's up.
Get on that.
Like, what a tragedy. Like, you went through this traumatic ass experience, but it's a joy. Like, it's a blessing to be able to, like, bring something beautiful out of it, you know? Like, it sucks. It definitely sucks. Like, it had to happen. But, I mean, you know, even with that granted, you wouldn't be, you know, where you are right now. You wouldn't. Who knows? Who knows? The life you was living, probably, you know. You know, so.
For sure. Yeah. That's definitely a blessing. Like, you know, everything got a gift and a curse to it. You know, you just got to tap in with it. You got to stay. Everything's mental. First and foremost, is what you put in, what you thinking. Like, you know, can you bounce back from it? You definitely can.
I think pain is like a mental thing too. Like, a lot of people hold in their painful experiences, like, just in this gut-wrenching place, but it's really mental. Like, you're not going to be able to release it, you know, until you mentally release it.
It definitely, you got to, you know.
That's very true.
Especially with everything that's going on today, you know, the faces that's on the news is familiar faces. Like, them people look like me. They dress like me. They talk like me. So you gotta take advantage of your opportunities. You know, you gotta use your resources.
Yeah, that's
You
powerful.
know, all that. You gotta attack that.
Is there like anything that you would want to leave off for the readers, or somebody who has like experienced or close in relation to like gang banging back at like when they're young, or is there anything you want to give to the young male readers, especially like some words, some positivity words, some.
I just feel like people gotta tap in with themselves. You gotta find your passion. Once you find your passion, you're gonna give it 110% about something that you really want to do. A lot of people don't know what they really want to do, so they hesitant or they lack in self motivation. And when you find that, you're gonna wake up like, okay, yeah, this is what we're doing.
I just got something to live for.
Right, you definitely got something to live for. And the violence equals no dollars. Like, you guys doing all this and you ain't even getting no money for it. Like, you gotta do something different.
Be smart. Yeah.
There's people that just like the dude today. He made $13 billion in 15 minutes off of Amazon stocks. Like, you gotta tap in what's going on. You gotta rise with it, unless you're gonna get left behind into the poverty, and they changing your whole neighborhood to you're gonna get left behind if you don't get involved with what's going on.
So really, like, tapping into yourself.
You definitely gotta tap in with yourself.
That's the number one thing. You should tap into yourself. Like, ain't nobody gonna believe in what you got going on if you don't believe in it. Nobody's gonna walk as strong as you if you don't walk. You gotta show that. Like, you feel me? Like, we here.
Right. You definitely gotta wear.
For real though. Like, that's some real shit though. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. This was a very powerful story. Like, I know it took him a little bit to even want to talk about it, but also he was kind of willing to talk about it, like, to get his story out there. Like, he's a pretty dude. Like, he got some good stuff going on, but he got a good head on his shoulders. And yeah, I'm very grateful that you guys tuned in. And until next time, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Kedrick. They call me KK, or better known as your favorite stylist. Yeah.
He be a little drippy.
But yeah, I grew up in. See, I keep saying yeah.
Come on, it doesn't matter.
I know, but you kept.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Go.
Yeah.
I grew up in Seattle. I was born in New Orleans.
And.
The way that you was looking at me, you threw me off. You was like this. Like, I was like, I was fucking up.
Can you come on?
Right. Come on.
Why are you being so self-conscious?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
This is my first time.